Warning, only watch if you like being positive, you are chilled, relaxed, and you have a positive, happy nature. There is enough sadness in the world already. This is a happy place.
Hi guys, now today I'd like to explain to you that have you ever played games a lot but you don't exercise, do no exercises whatsoever? Well, you should really get some sort of exercise, it's quite important. But the one thing, like sometimes people, as an example for myself, right, being little, a lot of people think, oh yeah, you're little and all this. But there is a disadvantage. When I do push-ups, right, I don't like doing push-ups on the floor because, you see, I might be little, but my nose is extremely strong. I can smell very well. And when I'm near the floor, when you're doing push-ups and things, because I like doing push-ups, right? So if you do push-ups, you might find it difficult because, well, I do anyway, because you're so small, you're so low to the ground, and obviously it's very smelly. And so what I do is I tend to use a new technique, and I thought I'd share this technique with people, because you don't have to be little, you see, to do this. You can be, it actually affects all of us, because when you do a push-up, this is purely for push-ups, right? When you do a push-up, you tend to go down and you want your nose to be as close to the floor as possible. The only thing is, because you're low to the floor, it might be smelly, or maybe you just don't like the floor. Maybe you find, you know, it doesn't matter what your situation is, whether it's OCD, whether you just generally don't like the floor, you find it dirty, but you haven't got a problem, but you just don't like it, you don't like getting close to the floor with your nose because of the smell, or maybe you just want to go a little bit lower, because when you come down, you know, you've got to keep your back straight and everything, and it could actually, you know, you want your tip of your nose to be as close as possible, but at the same time, you don't want it to touch, but you want maybe to go that little bit lower. So this is going to help people, or maybe help people, and you don't need any special equipment. I'm not selling you like, hey, go to my website and buy this £100 device. All it requires is free, or possibly, depends on what you're doing, but usually free chairs will do the job, right? All you got to do, it's going to be described. I'm just going to run you through it. Yanu is going to show you while I sort of do the commentary over the top of it. So without further ado, guys, this is how you do my push-ups, and here we go. Okay guys, so we've got Yanu, he's actually dressed as Rocky at the moment, and he's showing you with 3 chairs. Now these are folding chairs, right? Now, so they do go away, they're completely fine, and they've got to be hard chairs. What you've got to do, as you can see here, is make sure you've got the right width to your shoulders, so you've got it nice, so you can bring yourself down. First in all, you've got to get the right width, and make sure it's nice and secure, because if they're folding chairs, then obviously you don't want them, you know, you don't want to be putting too much pressure in the sides, because it could flip over. So it's very important you get it strong in the middle first, make sure you've got the right point. Then, now, Yanu's taking his shoes off, because he likes to take his shoes off just like I do, to put your feet up if you don't want shoes on the chairs, right? So you just take it out. Now, as you can see, the chairs are too short. So what he's got to do is move the chairs slightly out, so you get you've got to get the right thing. You don't get up and try and do them, you've got to get everything perfect. Now he's getting everything right. Now you've got to make sure your back is nice and straight with your legs, and then you do slowly. Now this is important, 1, you see, and up, but do it slowly. Don't go, some people go really quick, I've got to do 50 or 100, but they're rushing. Don't rush like Yanu's doing here. Go down, and plus you'll see that he can get his nose further down than what he could on the floor, because his nose, even if he didn't mind the floor, his nose would have to stop. He would have to stop a bit higher and then up. But he can get further down with his chest, and then at the end of these push-ups, you'll see as he's doing them here, everything's off the floor, you're way off the floor, you can come down further, but he's going to do, at the end, because they're hard chairs, he's going to show you fingertip push-ups. There you go. He's doing fingertip. He's going to do 2 fingertip push-ups, and then he's going to do 2 fingers. He's just going to do 2 fingers. He'll take his other fingers off and he'll do 2 finger push-up for once. Here we go. He's just taking it up on 1, slowly coming down on 2 fingers like this, and just up, and then you can come down, put your shoes back on, and then you haven't had to do anything. You haven't got your nose close to the floor, and the job is done. And that is a fantastic way for you to do a push-up. I personally don't need to do 3 chairs because I'm so small I can use 1 chair and it's fine for me. But I thought I'd share this with people that may find it helpful. But if you've never done a push-up before, obviously don't do a 2-finger push-up like Yanu did at the end, because I don't want you breaking your fingers or nothing. And even the fingertip, you know, all of the fingers, you know, that was just demonstrating what you can do on a hard chair, right? But it's just a way of doing it off the floor. It's something that I do because I'm so small. For me, it's quite a height, because it's, obviously, it's, I'm not afraid of heights, but when I get up on the chair, it's quite a height. But all I'm saying is if you find it helpful, if you don't like the floor in any way, whatever your situation, everybody's different. That's what we always say here, me and Yanu. And everybody's different. And if you find that you're struggling with certain things on the floor, you don't like the floor, you might have a special mat and you're fine with that. But you might just not find the mat good enough. You might find that the mat isn't even good enough for you. Everybody's different, but whatever your reasons, whatever the reasons you don't like the floor, if you just want to go down lower, if you just don't like the floor in general, you find it smelly, like me, you know, anything at all, get up higher, but make sure, please, 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 don't do this if you've never done push-ups. And you know, it's more for people that are a bit more experienced. They've had experience with push-ups, but they want to exercise, they want to do a push-up, but maybe they just can't or haven't for a long time because of this restriction. And this may help you to just get over whatever your problem is and get up higher and bring your chest down lower, so you don't have to have a restriction if your nose hitting the floor. You keep your back straight, bring it down, up, down, you know, and you can just do that. So I hope this does help someone. I'm normally with Yanu on a gaming channel called Yanu Diddly Squats Happy Gaming. So if you're interested in gaming and light-hearted fun, it's not a serious thing. It's just to show you games and make you decide whether you like them and have a bit of fun. And maybe you can meet me or Yanu and be friends with us, and maybe play us in a future episode, because we are a small, very small, brand new channel, and we just try and help, you know, little ideas or whatever, and games and whatnot, just general ideas. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, then, you know, by all means, come along, give us a thumb up. Like I say it all the time, if you're not interested in these sort of things, you know, you're quite welcome to go somewhere else where someone will definitely be able to help you. All right? Everybody out there is for someone. If you don't like a shop, you don't go in it. Or if you go in a shop and you don't like it, you don't moan. And you know, you just walk out and go somewhere else. And that's what we say, me and Yanu say. Come here, and, you know, if you don't like us, if you don't like what we do, if you're not interested, you don't have to be negative. We do put a warning sign at the beginning of every video to make sure you understand it's chilled, it's relaxed, it's just for happy people. So if you're not happy, please go somewhere which makes you happy and don't moan about it. Alright, anyway guys, I'm sorry about that. I'll put a link to our channel, and also if you could subscribe, because we're very, very small. This is a channel like me, little, and if you could, you know, if it could be bigger like Yanu, then that would be great. But, you know, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Hey-ho, there you go. But anyway, I'll see you again in another video, guys. I will say what we say on our gaming channel, and that is, if you're a happy gamer and you know it and you want to see us again, just click the subscribe button and remember our names. But his name is Yanu. See you later, guys. Bye.